Good morning, 9:50 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Saturday, November 18th, 2023. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I reside in the great state of Michigan, So my voice is a little shoddy today. Sounds okay to start, but I did take a break last night. Try not to have my voice go goodbye before my football game tomorrow that I coach. So we'll see what happens. XRP down 1.37% at 6049. We're going to focus particularly and solely on XRP on this morning update. It's just what I've chosen to do here. Please make sure to hit that like button if you're tuning in. It will greatly help push this content through the algorithm. It'll allow the analytics to spread this throughout YouTube and allow more people to reach this beautiful community, which right now, the big news here is on the 4-hour time frame on this 200-day, we're starting to lose it here on the weekend. If we get a rejection here at 605 area, that should help us come down to our technical move down and continue to build pressure on this descending channel. The technical breakdown should bring us down, if we do this properly, down to about that 564 level. And if you break that, it could bring you all the way down to the pattern formation breakout, which was that bull flag at 525. If you go down there, that's a bad sign. If you break out of this descending channel, that would be a breakdown. And this pattern can go either way. You can either break down or break out. A lot of times this signals that we're building pressure, and if we can properly do it at the bottom of the channel, you'll have a bullish reversal here from the bottom. But we did have a huge manipulated pump here, which still, it bothers me that we had this run up. It gets so much topside liquidity. It allows for a double top, even a Batman top, some could say, formed. And it immediately brought us down into a big bear flag. And now we need to either bounce out of here at this 593 level, which we double bottomed and came through just a little bit, or we need to finally finish this pattern and lose the 200-day here in the 4-hour time frame and then come down to the daily and do this properly. And if we do, we would come all the way down here to the 565, and that would be your real shot to hold here. Now the problem is, if you overshoot that, because we have so much topside liquidity, it could bring you back down, like we aforementioned, down to that pattern formation, which was a prior bull flag. So if that happens, you can obviously see that this pattern would be starting to unwind very bearishly. It's still looking bearish to start this weekend. We're below the 200-day, and if this continues in place truthfully with a thinly traded weekend and a lot of bearish bias here, this could fold us here right down to that bottom of the descending channel. I'm in favor for a run down to the bottom of the descending channel on a hold. If it breaks through it, well, we know that we've got a lot of evidence here that states that this pattern is just unwinding. So if we look at the weekly time frame, we still have to understand the weekly golden cross is intact. However, that's not the strongest of weekly candles. We went up to 75 cents, and now we technically could close here under 60 cents here in the weekly. That would be a 15-cent change of hands. And in fact, if we come down to like 55, 54 before tomorrow, you could even say that this was a long leg doji. Right now, it's bearish. This is a bearish. This looks more like a gravestone. I know it's pulled up a little bit, but it doesn't look like the greatest of weekly candles. The only thing that we've even done, well, I mean, we haven't done anything. We're above the 593, but that's the new swing low that we've put in. So how do I categorize this week? A complete failure with XRP on the weekly time frame. Long term, love it. Short term, not so in love with it. Now, if we can rotate out of the 593 and start putting in like maybe an inverted hammer or hammer candles here, which you would have to try to pull up and put in a regular hammer right now, I mean, it still doesn't look great. So what I'd be looking for is this 200-day to give way and see if we can hold down here at about that 564 level. Fill these gaps down here and see if that's enough. If not, we need to come down around 52 cent area. There's a huge gap down in that range between 52 and 55. It's just a matter of interpretation. Other than that, what we're watching for, pay attention to the 200-day and the 4-hour time frame. Pay attention to if it breaks that, if we can come back down to the bottom of the descending channel and hold around 564. Conversely, if we can somehow find some strength, which seems ominous at this point and very unlikely for this thinly traded weekend, you would need to come back above and break that 62 cent level, get back on top of the short time frame at the 20-day, get on top of 62, rally your way up to 63.5 cents, get on top of it, and somehow, some way retake that 6635 and try to push back up. Anything short of those three things that I've listed off, it's going to continue to rotate down. You lose 593 and your next target is 564. I'm XRP Future Millionaire. If you got anything out of this update, please make sure to hit that like button. Consider subscribing to the channel if you appreciate my work and the time I put in and the diligence I put in each and every day to keep you all informed and try to keep us all out ahead. We do it without emotion, and we do it from a standpoint of positivity over negativity. We don't play the victim in this community. We play the winner, which means we have to have all the information on not just the charts, but in the news alike, so we can make an educated and informed decision. If you're looking to trade XRP, video description below, we'll have a way to do that. 2 different platforms, but I'm going to be taking off FEMX and adding a different one because FEMX, as of end of November, will stop supporting US users on the new installs. So if you're looking to take advantage of FEMX, do it now. But I have another alternative that I've been trying to figure out, and it actually is pretty cool with XRP. But we have to continue to innovate, stay advanced, stay ahead, and keep it open in the USA, because there's nothing more than a all-out war going on against crypto here in the States, and it's causing a lot of volatility and uncertainty. I'm XRP Future Millionaire. I appreciate each and every one of you. Have a blessed Saturday. Make sure to give thanks to your Lord and Savior on this most holy of days, and be kind to each other, because the way we treat each other is the biggest indictment on humanity, bar none.